Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. Today is Labor Day weekend, September 2021. Yes, what am I doing? I'm not flying today. Yes. Well, guess what? When I bidded, honestly, I did not look at Labor Day. I forgot even about Labor Day was going to be today. So I bidded my line that I wanted. The days all based on the end of the month that I need. And that's really what I did. So I'm here. Just want to show you some tips on how you can become part of our spirit family. So I wish you the best and hope you can learn from this, and love to hear from you and your comments. I know a lot of people, when I land in different cities, they're like, oh, I saw your video. I saw that video you made and it helped me a lot. Even some flight attendants, I see them online. They say they recognize me. I would not recognize them, honestly, or not know who they are. But they, even though I have communicated with them a lot, but they remember me from the video. Just telling you, definitely, I would love to see you being part of the spirit family. I know how important this job can be for you. I know there's a lot of people that really want this job really bad, and they're concerned about their age. They're concerned about if they're going to make training, if they're going to get hired. But before that, let me let you know, make sure I get this out of the way. I will let you know all those good tips. However, I want to let you know these are my own opinions. These are not unwritten facts from Spirit. I can only guide you based on what I know. And it has nothing to do with Spirit or representing Spirit. I do work for Spirit Airlines, but these are my own point of view. So, with that said and done, I want to let you know the best way to get prepared is always. Let's start first of all with your look, your dress, the way how you're gonna look. My own personal experience. I asked the person that hired me, what was it that when I went to, once I got hired, of course, and everything, and I went to the base. She was my base manager, and I asked her, what was it that why you hired me? What was it? And she goes, well, you know what? When I saw you, I knew the clothes you was wearing. It wasn't a clothes that you wearing it for the first time, but it's actually how you dress all the time. This is what she told me. My personal opinion. She goes, I knew you wear that clothes all the time because you knew how to walk in that clothes. Two, she goes, after we started talking, I knew that you and I could sit in the jump seat and get along well. And you were genuine, you were sincere. And while we spoke about the way you flow and the way you started talking, I knew that you will be a great flight attendant. We can get along and sit in the jump seat. So that's something they look at. Even a small details like that, you might think, oh, I just gotta wear something nice. That's it. Well, let me let you know. Make sure it's something that fits you, that makes you look good, and that you're ready for it. However, if it's not gonna fit you, if it's not gonna make you look good, they're gonna know. People gonna know. And there's hiring authorities that they look at that. There's hiring authorities that don't look at that, but a lot of them do. Oh, but they're just looking at customer service. Yes, it's true. They're looking at good, excellent customer service, but we already know the tricks. Everybody knows the trick. Everybody's excellent. Everybody loves customer. Everybody. They love people. They want to deal with people. But for some unknown reason, in every carrier, those people that always say they love people, they care about people, they want to meet different culture, different people every day. For some unknown reason, those people don't even talk. Sometimes, I worked for other carrier before, but sometimes a lot of people, they say they care for meeting new customers, talking to people. They don't even want to say hi. They don't even want to greet. Two, you need to learn how to differentiate your problems and leave everything at home. And when you come to work, put that work mask, just like a clown does. That clown could be going through hell, but you won't see it because he got the clown mask on. And he's going to make you laugh. That's his job. Well, a lot of us flight attendants don't really do that. instead of us making sure that when we come to work, we come with our flight attendant uniform, with our flight attendant mentality, and come here ready to work. What we do is come to work all depressed, and that will sometimes that will be even better, depressed than mad, because at least when they're depressed, they don't even show that that they want to talk or anger. But sometimes people come here angry, and that's not good. I've seen it, and like I said, I've seen it everywhere. And that's a tip that I want to let you know. Please take that in consideration once you get this job. Make sure you always have that flight attendant face. And it's all about customer service, making sure that we can create a positive, memorable experience. You might want to remember that word when you are talking in your interview, because you want to let the hiring authority know who you are. And that's exactly what you're going to say when they say, tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself doesn't mean, oh, well, I'm going through hell right now. I don't have no money. And my bills I can't pay for. And I have 2 kids, and I live over there in the south side. Well, wait a minute. First of all, that's not what they want to know. They don't care about that. They don't want to know about your life. They're not here for that. They want to know if you are capable to get the job done. Because here at Spirit Airline and any other carrier, what they want to know is make sure that you're going to treat their customer with dignity and respect. And that's what it's all about. It's about treating customer with dignity and respect, making sure you're able to listen to them. Because when you listen to a customer, you know what's going to happen? That customer is going to know that the airline cares, that you care, that you really want to help them, that you want to solve them. But when you're the one doing all the talking and enforcing instead of informing, customer and everybody knows. And guess what? That was the worst experience for that customer, and that customer is not coming back. And unfortunately, Spirit Airline would just say, man, we're not going above our ratio, our threshold that we thought we were going to go over. We're not going over 95%. Why? Of course, because we have some employees, and this is in every carrier, that might not do that. So that's why I'm here to let you know, or tell you or advise you that please make sure you create a positive, memorable experience. And how you going to do that? By bringing on to work your flight attendant mask. Okay, so make sure that's step number 1. So dress right, dress appropriately. If you have one suit for the video interview and one suit and dress another one for the face-to-face. Of course, even if Spirit Airline is not after STAR method answers, make sure you prepare yourself with situational questions. A lot of carriers out there, legacy carriers, they're all about situational questions and making sure that you answer in a STAR method format, which is situational, task, action, and result. If you don't have that, you might have some problem. And you want to talk about safety all the time. Let them know. You want to know what happened, what was the situation, what was the task you took, the action, what was the task that happened, the action that you did to resolve the situation. And that's what they want to know. And we all have that. We all, every day when we come to work, we have the opportunity to resolve an issue right away about customer service, about helping others, all that. And you can, in return, convert that into a STAR format. However, I'll give you a quick example. So in case someone asks, well, give me a sample. Well, if you don't know, you can always search it on Google. However, this is a really quick way. When I used to be a service advisor for a high-end dealership in Houston, Texas, I stayed late to finish some work, and I remember that it was almost time to go. However, I stayed by like 2 hours past the lobby time, and a customer walked in, and I said, "Hey, how can I help you?" She would knock on the window. It was closed, and she knocked, but I was right there, and I opened the door. She goes, "I came to get my car." And I said, "Oh, sure. Who's working with you? How can I help you?" And she goes, well, such and such is working with me, and I'm the customer. I was supposed to come pick it up tomorrow, but I really have an important meeting tomorrow morning, and I need some help. I need my car right now. So I look it up in the computer. Sure, the car was showing that everything was complete, maintenance was done, and I picked up the car and brought it, parked it right in front of the service drive, and guess what? I turned it off, and I charged her whatever I was supposed to charge, and I tell her, yes, ma'am, no problem. I'm here to help you, even though she was one of my co-worker. I took it upon myself as if she was my customer, and the same thing we always need to do. Always take it upon yourself, even though they're not your customer or they're not dealing with you or anything. Guess what? That's our job. That's who we represent. At the end of the day, is the company customer. It doesn't, no matter if it belongs to another service advisor. I just decided that, hey, wait a minute, this is my company customer, let me help her, even though the other service advisor, co-worker of mine, was the one assigned to her. So I helped her, charged her everything. When she was going to her car, the car did not turn on. Oh my God. So it's already almost 8 o'clock at night. Nobody's there. I wonder what's going on. I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a service advisor. I looked and couldn't find anything. So right away I got on the phone and started calling mechanics that were already gone home. There was no one there at the shop. And I started calling. I immediately offered someone if they'll come in and take a look at it and get the car on and see what it is, because I knew it was something simple. I will pay them extra time for that, and they did. I finally got somebody. They were able to fix it. She was upset. I told her, don't worry, I'm going to try to do everything my best to get this car. However, while she left thinking that I was not going to get that car ready until tomorrow, I was able to find somebody to fix it, and they fixed it by 9:30 p.m. A couple of hours later, so an hour and a half later. So I called the customer. I told her, look, I apologize. I'm sorry we were not able to get that car. We had that small incident. However, they looked at it. It was just a sensor that was this unplugged, and they connected back. Everything is perfect. Everything is fixed, and you can come. I'll wait for you here to pick up your car. She was tremendously happy. The outcome was just I'm trying to go real quick here. The outcome at the end of the day was that she was so happy that they sent a beautiful letter to my boss saying how grateful they were because I was able to help them take care of the issue. They were not thinking I was going to get that done. They never thought it was going to happen that day, but I was able to get it done, and she was able to go to a very important meeting in downtown. And little did I know she was the head of the Houston Independent School District, and I got that nice letter. So and of course, what was it that I did? I explained the situation, what happened, the task, right, that was involved in it. The car did not turn on. What action did I took? I called a service mechanic, and they came in. I was able to pay them extra, but they came in and resolved it. And in return, all this was that I got a beautiful letter and a customer happy, and of course, a positive experience after that horrible momentum that she had to go through when she tried to turn on the car and the car didn't turn on. So at the end of the day, yes, I took it upon myself like if it was my customer, and in return we had a happy customer. And that's the same thing in the airline industry, and that's the same thing what they're asking for. And those are the situations that you're going to go through. What's going to happen when you find a customer that is upset? Are you going to be more angry at them? A lot of time, and I'll give you this sample because I know I don't want to make this video that long. However, this is something that you really, really want to do when you come in as a flight attendant, no matter if it's for Spirit or whatever carrier you're applying. Our job, and this is very important, our job is to inform, not enforce. We're not enforcers. We're not police officers. Our job is flight attendant. So as a flight attendant, our job is only to inform. When I'm flying lead, this is what I do. Always when I'm flying lead, I have next to me a chaser unless I'm flying on the 319 Airbus, I'm by myself up there. Other than that, I always have another flight attendant next to me. And I love when I have those nice flight attendants as well. The majority of the time, I have perfect flight attendants. I can't complain. Very few times I will encounter a flight attendant that wants to enforce instead of inform. So I always, when I'm lead, I always tell my flight attendants, hey, we're here to treat everyone with dignity and respect. And I expect the customer as well to treat you guys with dignity and respect. I have no problem if someone disrespectful or wants to threaten you, they're coming off the flight. However, let's make sure that we don't create a situation that was not there. Because a lot of the time, it's not how, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And sorry, I was trying to remember the phrase. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. So make sure that you inform, because this is what happened the other day. I was saying, this is how I tell customers. And I tell customer, hey, welcome aboard, good morning or good afternoon, welcome aboard. And when you get a chance, please make sure you put your mask all the way up to cover your face and nose, please. Boom, perfect. Another customer comes right away. Hey, good morning, welcome aboard. When you get a chance, can you please make sure your mask is all the way up, please? Thank you. That's what I do. And right there and then, they'll put it up and say, oh, sorry, or whatever. Some don't even say anything. But then there's other people that instead of saying right away, hey, good morning, or, you know, having a first encounter impression, it's folks, we are the person, they're already upset about many things. They're running late, they got their child, they go into a situation that they never been through, where, so they go into a funeral. There's many different reasons what they're flying. So a person comes without their mask, and you know, and right away, hey, excuse me, you can't board this airplane unless you put your mask on. You know, that's not how you say things. And I have seen that over and over on carriers that I have flown on. Everywhere I have seen that. So please make sure that when you are a flight attendant, the first thing, if this is the mask or another issue, or if it's the bag, it doesn't matter. Hey, can you please, when you get a chance, put that bag underneath the seat in front of you, please? A lot of people don't understand. Usually why we tell them that? Usually when I'm flying and I see a person with their bags, I let them know, hey, can you please make sure your bag is all the way underneath the seat in front of you in case we need to run or anything. It's always good to have it open for egress. That's what I tell them. A lot of folks, they don't know about that. They're biologists. You don't know nothing about biology. They're chemists. What you know about chemical? You know, so this is the same thing. They know their area. We know our area. So make sure that you politely and in a professional way, you let the customer know what is it that you want them to do. In a polite way, you know what? It goes far away. And a lot of the time, you know, we only, just for the hiring authority, we are the best in customer service. We are the most professional person. But in reality, is that who you are? So make sure, please, that when you're flying with someone or with me, that you are very professional, very politely. I treat everyone, even my co-worker, I treat them with dignity and respect. A lot of my co-workers, they'll be like, hey, you got to do this, and I'm like, yes, sir. No, yes, ma'am. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, hey, you're only going to be up in the air for 4 days max with them. So who cares if they're not as friendly, as nice as you are when they talk to you? You know what? I learned already that I don't waste my time with a flight attendant who's upset at me or talks to you in an anger tone. If they are upset, guess what? Don't worry about it. Just be polite to them and continue doing your job. More than likely, you will never see them again. So that was a long advice about customer service and flying. So just make sure that you answer your questions in STAR method. Sorry, I maybe got derailed. However, it's going to help you in the long run. So answer your question. STAR method: look good, look professional, look sharp. Always look at the person in the eyes. That shows them just not that you listen, but respect. I know a lot of people will be like, yeah, but imagine if that's if I record the video like this. Yeah, but you guys know, that we got to treat within the terms. No, you talk to the person always in the eye. Always talk to them in the eye, right there, and it's gonna get you a long way. And be polite, be respectful, and don't worry about it. If something happens, hey, let it go. Somebody stepped on you, let it go. It's okay. You're only gonna be 4 days. So I wish you the best. If there's a video that you need me to do, I know I fly a lot international. I know I'm gonna do a video because they asked me about how the bidding system works and how it is. I'm gonna let you know, and I'll talk to you also about the process of being on reserve at Spirit Airline. So my main thing right now is make sure you do your apply. Go to www.spirit.com, go to careers, and right there in in-flight it's going to show you flight attendants. Make sure you fill out everything. Make sure your resume is up to date. Make sure you do that psychometric. If you don't do that psychometric, don't pay attention to that psychometric, don't complain. You're not going to get an invitation. Once you get an invitation, that video interview, make sure on that video interview you answer your questions with STAR method, and that way they see that you prepare. And of course, it's not just putting on black and white that we have excellent customer service. Excellent customer service is something you want to talk about. You always want to let them know about safety. Always include safety in your questions or answers. From the questions they're gonna ask you, always include, like me. Sometimes, I'll be calling somebody, ding, and that, ding, ding, the bell on the airplane, and they're not aware of what's going on. That tells me you're not a person that is aware. You always have to be. It's called situational awareness. You always have to be aware of your surroundings. You always have to be aware of what's going on. No matter where you at, you always got to be on the lookout. If you're a person who's always driving and just focused forward and not focused on looking at your rear view mirror, side view mirrors, and forward and all that, guess what? Then Houston will have a problem. You always, like when you drive, you got to be looking out for the other driver, making sure the other driver is not going to run into you or go try to cross your lane. Looking at the side mirrors, looking at the rear view, and looking forward, looking at the sidewalk. You always got to be aware. In airplane, if you want to be a successful flight attendant, you got to be always aware of what's going on. I'll talk to you about more experience another time and let you know about the good things, and also a little bit about that awareness. How I have encountered medical issues and noticed people that they were choking, other ones that couldn't breathe, and I'll talk to you about that on another video. So keep your posts coming. Let me know how this video was, and we'll do more videos later on. Thank you so much.